So after making well over 7 figures from my first KDP account, I started a new KDP account from scratch and I built it to over $10,000 a month. In this video, I'll show you exactly how much I made in December of 2022. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, and once again I have built a KDP account which I earned over 7 figures from it, which I eventually sold, and I started a new KDP account from scratch. So every single month I do a income report like this where I show you exactly how much I made, the breakdown, what I learned from the month, those kind of things. So this will be December income report, where I'll show you how I brought this KDP account back up to $10,000 a month. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who's actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want a completely free training on my methods to building multiple 6 figures or even 7-figure Amazon KDP business, then the link is in the description below. All right, so let's get right into the December income report for my second KDP account. And real quick, the reason why I make these kind of videos is not to brag, but essentially for 2 reasons. One is for transparency, because there's a lot of people on YouTube teaching people what to do, making videos about things, publishing, and other topics as well, telling others, what to do when they don't even do it themselves, right? There's a lot of fake gurus like that. And I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. And that's exactly why I try not to be like one of those. And so I'm trying to be as open as possible, sharing my own results and the strategies that I'm taking. And obviously there are some things that I can't share, like my actual book topics and keywords, because if I do, then everybody will just come in and copy it. So I can't do that. And people still have issues and they're saying, oh, you're not really fully transparent in this and that. But I'm trying to be as transparent as I can possibly be without revealing my own niche and creating unnecessary competition. So that's the reason number one. Second reason is I really find these videos motivating. I like watching other people making these videos. I think everybody should be transparent, especially if you're in the YouTube creator position. If you're making videos and publishing, teaching people what to do, then you should probably make income reports so that people know that you're actually credible rather than just a random guy who has no results making videos and publishing. Because these day and age, everybody can, make a channel, everybody can post videos, and everybody can talk about something as if they're an expert, but you don't know if they truly are or not if there's no proof that they're actually getting the results that you want. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. So this is for my second KDP account, which I started in February 2022. So almost 1 year since I started. And this was really a test to see if I was just lucky with my first account or if my strategy still worked in 2022 or 2023. Because a lot of people say, hey, what you do maybe worked or publishing worked in 2016 when I started, but it doesn't work now. It's too saturated. Everybody loves to come up with excuses. So I wanted to go and test that theory, if it's true, if I can still make money from publishing starting right now. And this account, if you're wondering, is in a completely brand new niche, because when I sold my first KDP account, I had to sign a non-compete agreement. So I could not and cannot publish in the exact same niche. So I had to go and publish in a completely new niche that I have no experience in. I had no idea if it'll work or not, okay? And I've built this account with 100% white hat strategies, meaning no black hat stuff like fake reviews, which a lot of people do. And I've spent between 0 to 30 minutes a day working on this publishing business because I built a system and a team that does most of the work for me so that I don't have to spend too much time on this account. If I do this as my main focus, because I do have different businesses right now, so I don't have as much time as before. But if I did build publishing as my main focus, then obviously the results would be way faster in terms of how fast and how quickly I can achieve the 10K a month benchmark. And finally, for this account, I had an absolute focus on quality over quantity. So most of my books has an average rating of 4.7. And each book has between 50 to 100 real reviews per book. Okay, so that just shows that the books are good, and you will see that that is exactly why my sales are very, very consistent throughout all of the books. So with that being said, in December I had a total of 31 books, and here's the breakdown. So I basically had 12 low content books. This includes 3 coloring books, 4 journals, 3 word search books and 2 other books that doesn't really have its own category, I guess, but it's still low content. And I had 8 Spanish books, which is a mix of low and high content translated into Spanish. If you guys want to translate your books into Spanish, it's actually pretty profitable. The Writing Summit is a great service that does it. There's a coupon code in the description if you want to check it out. I had 9 high content nonfiction book, which 1 just launched. So technically for the month, I had 8 high content nonfiction books. I had 2 medium content book, all under 1 pen name, except for the word search books. So essentially, besides the 3 word search, all of these, both low content and medium content, high content, it's all under the same pen name. I have a pen name in a niche where it makes sense to create low content books and high content books under the same pen name. An example of this is if you're in the anxiety niche, right? You can have a nonfiction high content anxiety book, and I can create a supplemental low content journal, such as an anxiety journal, right? And you can still put it under the same pen name, and it makes sense. So that's essentially what I've done. Now, especially towards Q4, such as November, December, these journals and these low content, medium content books started picking up in sales, even though none of these were seasonal topics. You know, it's not like I had Christmas related journals, but just because it was Q4, the sales for these definitely picked up. So let's start with the smallest source of income, which are aggregates. So if you're wondering what aggregates are, these are different stores and different channels you can upload your books to that is outside of Amazon, KDP, and Audible. So the first screenshot you can see is from Ingram Spark. The second one is Drafted Digital, and there's another store under that. But overall, I made $231.77 from that. And I have a couple books on Ingram Spark, but I only have 1 book on Drafted Digital and this other store down there. So essentially this 1 book outside of Amazon is making $60 to $100 a month, and Ingram Spark is also making a couple $100 from very, very few books. And the great thing is it's really upload and forget about it. You don't have to do no marketing. It's 100% profit and it's pure passive. So the next one we got is ACX. So ACX I've made $719.79, and this is growing every single month. Once again, you kind of upload and forget about it, although you should pass out the promo codes that you get from Audible and get as many reviews as you can. But after that, it's pretty passive. And each book, you know, to narrate them, if it's a full high content book, it's about $200 per book for the narration. So every single month, essentially, I'm making my money back for at least 3 narration, if not more. So it's definitely a worthwhile investment. Pretty close to 1K. I feel like I can hit that very, very soon. All right, so the last one is Amazon KDP. So let me show you my actual KDP dashboard. All right, so this is the KDP dashboard for December 1st to December 31st. I had a comment in my recent video that says they wanted me to refresh the screen to prove that this is not fake. So here it is. So I just refreshed it. It's back to January. So let me move this to December. And you can see that it shows $11,939.56. It says 32 books because I have 1 book published in January, which will show up on the dashboard, but it's actually for 31 books. Now you can see these are my top books. So this one is a high content book. The first ever book that I published on this account is my top earner, making over $3,700 from 1 book. This is also a high content. This is a Spanish version of this second book, translated. So Spanish books doing well. And this is also high content. This is also high content. This is also high content. And I believe this too is low content. So low content actually did pretty good too, making close to $500 a month from each book. Now, if you look at the historical sales, you can see that it has a very nice trend growing every single month, except for November, because October I spent way too much on ads. So we optimized it a little bit, and December was much better. So besides October, very, very steady growth. So far, I've earned $57,000. With January, it's probably going to be close to $70,000. First year of this account. From there, it's probably going to maintain 10K a month and do over 6 figures. Now, what's cool about this that I really want to emphasize is, as you can see here, there's a significant sales drop on the 24th and the 25th. This is completely normal. Every single person will go through this. But if you look at other publishers' income reports who primarily do low content books, you will see that their sales grows exponentially up to 24th, and then it just dies, and then it never comes back up, right? their income is very, very reliant on what they make up to Christmas. But if you're doing evergreen niches, especially high content, and you're not chasing trends, you're not chasing seasonal keywords, and you focus more on high content and low content, you can see that the sales picks right back up after Christmas, and it goes right back up to around $400 a day or so is what I'm averaging. And this is not just December. This is my January so far, and I have the first 10 days results here. And I'm averaging once again around $400 a day. And at this rate, we're gonna do better than December in January. So we're definitely not in seasonal keywords. This is all evergreen. So the amount we make every single month is going to be very, very consistent. This is why I recommend everyone to focus on evergreen rather than seasonal keywords. So the total revenue, if you add all of that up, is $12,878.72. Now let's go into the expenses. So for Amazon ads, for the US market, I spent $4,389. The ACoS was 50%, so that is pretty good. It dropped a little bit from November and October. For the UK market, I spent 856 British pounds, which I'm not sure what that is in the US, but the ACoS was good on this one, 37%. And for AMS Canada, we spent 410 Canadian dollars. So if you subtract that from the total revenue, the actual profit is $7,150.50. So the Amazon ads cost is still fairly high, but it's getting better every single month as we gather more reviews. The conversions are going up and we are optimizing the ads. So it's gonna keep getting better and better and better from here. Now, if I can add just $1,000 more to this profit, and if I can maintain around $8,300 a month profit every single month, then that right there is already a 6-figure a year profit business. And I can sell that KDP account if I choose to for anywhere between $300,000 to $400,000. And I've built a business that can do that, that can generate that much money, as well as being able to sell it for that much within 1 year completely on the side. So for the plans for the future in terms of how we're going to scale, we're definitely going to be testing more low and medium content books. So that is going to be coming up soon. You'll see a lot more book count on my KDP account. And we're also going to be doing bundles, which is in progress. That should add a ton in terms of revenue because bundles are very, very profitable. We're also going to be doing more Spanish translations as well as German translations. That's going to be very exciting. And also keep building the brand. Now you might be thinking, well, Sean, you know what you're doing, so it's easy for you to build a KDP business, but I cannot do it because I'm brand new. Well, the thing is, it's not just me that's getting these kind of results. I'm gonna blur out the name because, for privacy reasons, I don't want people bombarding them in private messages, but the results that I'm about to show you is all from students in my program. So this person right here, he just got started. He's brand new. He was struggling with his health and all that, but he still kept pushing. I really respect him. And he's made $1,901 in his first 13 days in December, on track to make between $4,500 or a little more in royalties for the month. We have another person right here who made $24,805 in 1 month in December. The profit was around $21,000, I believe. All right, so this is the private Facebook group for people in my program. And you can see that every single month we share our wins, based on what we learned, what we accomplished. Sometimes if the sales are really good, we share our sales. So every single month I go in, make a post like this, sharing my own results. But I encourage others to share their results as well in the comment section. So you can see that once again, I'm blurring out the names because, for privacy reasons, but this student right here made $7,112.91. This is the results for 3 books live since November. So he only has 3 books live since November, already made $7,000. Now this student right here has made $41,888 in royalties. Spent $15,000 in ads, so the net profit is $26,373. Net profit, $26,000. Absolutely insane. And I believe he has less than 10 books, but I might be wrong on that. Now, this student is fairly new, and he is almost at $1,000 in royalties and growing every single month. Now, this student is also new, and he's at 4,402 pounds. in terms of royalties for December with just 7 books. And you can see once again, his sales are not dying out after Christmas. It picked right back up and he's probably going to keep making the same amount. Okay. So this student right here has made $16,485 in gross revenue, spent only $3,755 in ads. So the net profit is $12,730 in 1 month. Now this member right here has made a total revenue of $11,000 and the profit is $6,606. So very, very good. Mostly from 1 book as well. Now this is a crazy one. This student joined about 10 months ago, I think, and he was brand new to publishing and he has made $58,000 in revenue in 1 month in December, and he made $43,000 just from KDP. And this student right here has made $23,000 in revenue and $17,000 in profit. Now this is also a crazy result. This student has made, around less than $3,000 last year, and this year he has made $36,892 just from KDP, probably a lot more if you include ACX and all those other channels. So here's the bottom line, guys. It's not just me who is, having good results with publishing. There's a ton of other people who is making it happen with publishing, right? You can believe that publishing is dead, or you can believe that it's still an amazing opportunity, which it is. So it is really up to you and who you want to listen to and what you want to, choose to focus on. But I encourage you to take publishing seriously and, put in the action, because as you can see, a lot of these students are doing better than my second account. Like, they're absolutely killing it. In my program, we don't have a ton of members, right? It's a pretty small group of people. And the fact that there's this many success stories within this small group is absolutely insane. I'm pretty confident that we have the best ratio in terms of students winning and the amount of students we have compared to all the other programs. So anyways, that is it for the video. Hopefully you guys had a great December and a Q4 as well. So I hope that this video served as motivation to show you that what's possible with publishing, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. There's a lot more videos like this coming up in the future. I will keep publishing, I will keep testing new strategies, and I'll keep updating you guys on what works and what doesn't. So that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.